light is bright?
Stephanie?
Everyone's lights and like, what is it about? Like, have you noticed this? The flashes on everyone's camera, like, I get sunburned from getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a bright, and then yeah, that's really bright. It's like bright, and then you're like, oh, that was a flash, and then it's like, nope, there's the flash. Here.
You have to get through the brain clouds, you know.
I guess. I mean, every time someone takes a picture of me, I feel like dead relatives are coming out going, oh, oh my god. All right, who's got another question? Everyone's so low-key today. I feel like all of you just fell asleep in this room last night. You're waking up going, who are these people? Right, it's like a Sunday.
There was a hand that came out in the back, right? Isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Which of you is the better voice actor?
Oh!
J. Tatum.
Yeah, it does. Let's arm wrestle for it. It's Johnny. Everyone's like, do it. You people are sadists. Hurt each other, fight!
Yeah, you guys. I did want to catch a bare knuckle brawl somewhere. That would have been kind of cool, right? Fighting. Questions? Yes. Oh, okay. It's alright, I probably did this. I pointed.
We'll get you and then we'll get you next. How's that?
Yay!
Alright, there we go. Alright, 2. Thanks for the warning.
We will judge.
Don't do it. We want all the work.
Yes.
No, it's the best advice I can give you is learn. I mean, the key word in voice acting is acting, and any actor will tell you it's a hard life. It's hard to make a living at. You're almost always unsure where your next gig is going to come from and where your next paycheck is going to be. It's not like a steady 9-to-5 gig. You have to enjoy the life of not knowing. You don't do it for money or for fame. You do it because you love acting. So any actor will tell you the best way to make a living, or at least try to make a living at acting, is to cast your net as widely as possible. So if you want to be a voice actor, that's fine, but I would recommend you be an actor of any type. Like, be willing to do stage, be willing to do screen and commercial, all sorts of stuff, because it increases your chances of getting work. Most of us, that are known for voice acting are actors first, and just voice acting happened to be the niche that we're most known for our work. But I mean, all of us do. We spin a lot of plates because that's what the job demands. So I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh my God, I want to get into anime dubbing," and that, and it's kind of fun to hear that. It's very flattering because I assume we must make it look really fun, and it is. But saying you want to be a dub anime voice actor is a little like saying you want to go to architecture school so you can design bathroom doorknobs for hotels. So again, just cast your net as widely as possible. And my God, have backup plans. Have backup plans, because the thing is, you could be the most talented person in the world, and if you're just not in the right place at the right time, it won't pan out. So you have to. Luck has a huge part to do with success in this business, because there's a lot of good people out there. A lot of really good people, and you're competing with all of them all of the time, regardless. And it doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, you have to have a good attitude about it too. You have to be really easy to work with, the kind of person that directors and producers want in the booth, because you're not only good at what you do, but you're easy. I mean, people that come in and they're complete douchebags about it don't last very long, because there's someone out there just as good as them who's easier to work with. So, it does take luck to be in this industry and to stay afloat, but luck does favor the humble in my experience. So just bear that in mind.
I agree, that's a great answer.
Cookie!
Who's the bigger badass? You or you?
Who's the bigger badass?
Yeah.
Well, define badass.
Yeah, and bigger, because he's taller.
But I'm pretty sure he could take me down in like one move.
I think where you can just do shit and get away with it, and you're just Fuck yeah.
Douche.
Just do shit and get away with it. I think we can both do certain kinds of shit and get away with it.
Oh, I thought you said do shit.
Do shit.
Like douche.
No, not douche.
I guess you do have to be pretty badass to douche. I mean, that's pretty badass.
You gotta be a big badass.
Douche. It's an intense pastime.
Yeah.
Douching.
So like you get shit done.
Yes, they do. I don't know. I think Johnny's the bigger badass. I mean, that's not to say that I'm not also a badass. I think we're equally badass.
But I do more douche, I guess. All right, next question. Yes.
Who's your favorite character that the older one has played?
That the other one has played?
Who's your favorite character that Tatum's played, and who's Tatum's favorite character that you've played?
Shit, now we have to pretend to know each other's work. Hey, just whisper in my ear.
You're in Black Butler, right?
We're in Power Rangers, right? It's really funny, you get a bunch of voice actors together, you ask them the same question, we'll all look at each other and be like, what show were we in together? Because that's the only one I want to know that we did. It's funny. I know, like, I have a friend's daughter who grew up watching Power Rangers, and, like, she knows that, like, the fact that she knows, like, she looked at our pictures from Blarney, and we're like, oh my god, you're Johnny Yong Bosch. I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh my god. I'm like, okay, calm down, you're just being annoying now.
And the funny thing is, a lot of times, especially with anime, you're in there the booth by yourself, and he works in Texas most of the time. I work in LA most of the time, and so we don't always cross paths, you know. And usually it's convention,
Yeah.
and that's that probably is where we first met.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the way it is actually for anyone that I've worked with, even the people that are in California. I've met them at cons, you know, and that's really the first time I get to see anybody and then find out what they've done. And then usually that's where I'm like, oh, I was in that, you know.
Right, yeah. It's really funny. It's I like what you said about cons. We tend to meet each other only at cons. Like, I mean, you might occasionally be in the same show with someone, but we don't record together in dubs and things like that. So we often only meet each other if we're happy to be at the studio at the same time or at cons. I do have a favorite con story with you, though, and that was the one in New Orleans a few years ago. Johnny and I were sitting next to each other at, we're at different tables, but in the same room for an autograph signing, and they had it roped off, so like he had his own line, and I had my own line, you know, that way I could just go from one to the other and not have to wait twice as long or whatever if they didn't want to. And there was this one girl, oh God, I remember, she was one of those girls, and she was just very loud. She had no inside voice. None whatsoever. She comes through the line, and you can tell she was really, really excited to be in line. And Johnny's over here signing, and I'm here signing, and I'm talking to these two little girls that are in front that are really very shy, and their voice is just barely Gary because they're so like, hi, we're so glad to meet you. Oh my God. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And this girl's like, oh my God, you're my favorite voice actor in the world. Oh my God, it's you. And I'm trying to look at like, do you want a second, Johnny? Because these poor girls are scared out of their minds now. On the show, she comes up to, and she has like this bag of stuff. Like, I'm talking like, her entire life is in this bag, and she wants me to sign everything. And she comes up to the table, and she's like, before I start, I have a question. Is it true that you're gay? Oh shit, one of these. And I'm like, I hope so, or my boyfriend's gonna be really pissed off. Trying to make a joke out of it, so she does this thing, which mind you, security's now stepping a little closer to us, like, just, oh, we got a live one here. And Johnny's over there signing, and she's like, oh, hold on, but I have to say in front of Johnny, Johnny! Johnny's like focused on the person in front of him, and he looks at me, and I'm like, I have no idea. And then she's like, all right, it's true, all the best ones are either gay or married. And Johnny looks at me with his look and just goes, cool, badass, man. Back to signing. And I'm like, yep, sorry, girls.
She sounds exactly like that.
Exactly like that. Oh my God, you're my favorite voice actor ever.
Like, yeah.
She was 8 feet tall. She looked like she was trying to smuggle another person inside of her. She looked like she had a serious go at an international rugby career before she was 8. God love her. She was intense. I want her on my side if ever there's a war. Right? Yeah, because no, we can't let that weapon fall into the hands of our enemy.